In this presentation, I would like to take a look at the removal of the remainder of the valve train components in this Honda GC series engine. Before we jump into this lab, let's take a look at the expectations. First off, when removing valves from any engine, especially one that does not have a removable cylinder head like most of these Honda Jug style engines, a couple of the GX style engines are the same way, never, ever, ever, trust me, ever remove a valve spring from a valve when there's a piston still in the cylinder. There is an exception to that rule that I'm not going to get into in this particular presentation. It's a little bit advanced, but a general rule of thumb is you don't want to drop a valve down into the cylinder with a piston still installed, because it will hinder, obviously, the operation of the engine, and it may be very, very difficult to get the piston out with the orientation of the crankshaft with that valve flopping around inside the cylinder. It would definitely damage the engine if you tried to turn it over with the starter or something, maybe being unaware or something like that. So definitely be mindful of not removing valve springs when there's a piston installed in a cylinder. You are going to remove the rocker arm pins, both rocker arms, the keeper, the valves, the valve springs, and the oil seal that is located on the intake valve only. You're going to clean your parts, and then you're going to get an instructor signature with the parts sitting on your table for the instructor to inspect. Let's go ahead and take a look at the engine. To remove the rocker arms, all we have to do is push up on the rocker arm pin and gently wiggle it out. And then the rocker arm can be removed. They are side specific. And the valve lash, which is what this tappet and jam nut here adjust, is set up specifically for your engine. So definitely don't interchange those with your partner's engine. However, they are actually adjustable on a as needed basis. So at this point, what we can do is turn the engine over, and you're going to use your two fingers to hold both valves up into the cylinder. So what you can then do is press down gently on the keeper, and you can slip the valve stem through the little window, if you will, in that valve keeper or that spring keeper. We'll just do the exact same thing for the other. And then at that point, you can simply push on the valve and it will come out through the cylinder. You can grab it with two fingers. You can see that's actually pretty dirty. And we'll do the same thing yet again on the intake side. The valves are different. They're a different size and a different construction, so be mindful of that. And then lastly, we have a oil seal for the intake valve only. This has been a look at how to remove the valves and the remainder of the valve train components from your Honda GC series engine.